WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
If you are sitting here today and you are angry at Lane Kiffin, you're either an Ole Miss fan or a moron.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. Feels good to be home, baby. It feels good to be home. It is a Motion Monday. We have entered the month of December, December the 1st. December 1, I put the Christmas tree up last night. I don't like my house to see the month of December without some kind of, Christmas decor out. So I made sure I broke out the Christmas tree. Literally got home from my Thanksgiving journey in Scottsdale, got home 10:30 p. So between 10:30 p and midnight, in the midst of the Sunday night football game, Commanders v. Who was that team that they should have lost to that they almost beat? And how am I forgetting already who the Commanders
Denver
had
Broncos.
Oh, the Denver Broncos.
Because we've seen that game 25 times already in 2025 with the Denver Broncos. That's why.
I am sick of the Denver Broncos, and I am more importantly sick of seeing them on primetime. But, yeah, Commanders v. Broncos, while that game was coming into the waning moments, hopped in the attic, broke out the Christmas tree. That thing about 9 feet tall, topped it with an angel, and we got the thing rocking. So we are into December. It's a Motion Monday. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. And Lane Kiffin, the Lane train, is on the move. C-Cat, how you feeling, man? Are you angry at Lane Kiffin?
No, I'm not angry at Lane Kiffin.
Wow.
I'm angry at, everyone involved in talking about the Lane Kiffin situation. That's who I'm angry about. We are a society of soft, ivory tower standing people. We treat sports unlike any other profession, and sometimes that's a great thing, and sometimes it's a hypocritical, ugly thing.
I don't understand, and again, I know it's probably not great radio etiquette to call a portion of your fan base morons. I just cannot bring myself to the place to be able to understand why, if you are not a person who wakes up early on Saturdays to gear up to yell hotty toddy, if you're not within the confines of Oxford, Mississippi, how do you not understand why Lane Kiffin is now the head coach of LSU today? How do you not understand how he came to the decision of taking the major bag, which we're going to get to, by the way, because I don't know if you've heard the the contract that LSU dished out for Lane Kiffin. But remember when that governor was talking all big in his britches and acting like college football coaches, they ain't getting paid like Brian Kelly no more. It ain't going down like that no more, not in the boot. Yeah, we're going to talk about what that contract actually is because I'll give you a hint.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass. He's rich. Lane Kiffin is going to be made a rich man by LSU, and they're paying his buyout from Ole Miss as well. So that was a whole lot of hoopla for nothing out of the governor, which I said in the first place should not be putting his hands, his mouthpiece, or his body in any kind of way into sports. Stick to gubernatorial actions. Is that how you would do it? Stick to sports. What's the transverse of that?
Stick to books.
Stick to books.
And writing laws.
Or
they don't
bills.
do that. No, yeah.
Well, governors,
signing your name.
Yeah.
They sign their name a lot, I assume.
Yes, stick to that. Stick to signing your names.
And taking flights.
Yes.
And taking pictures while you shake hands with other people. That's what I imagine. I think we wrapped up 75% of the job of a governor.
Yeah, I was about to say, governors probably get they probably get more credit than they actually deserve for what they're actually doing. It's harder to become a governor than it is to be the governor.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah. So I think we can, from our POV, I think that's safe to say, and nobody's going to argue with that unless you're a governor. And if you are, please tap in, 888-760-3776. So, yes, the Louisiana governor was completely full of crap there. Lane Kiffin getting paid a major bag. But I am just so confused, C-Cat. Of course, he just guided Ole Miss to the greatest regular season in program history, 11-1. They are likely going to be in the 12-team playoff despite not being in the SEC championship game. They deserve it based on what they did this season. And Lane Kiffin will not be there to coach them. You know what sucks the most out of this whole scenario? As we're going to watch him go to Baton Rouge, you're going to see this Ole Miss football program try and go on without their head coach. I believe that the interim is going to be the defensive coordinator for Ole Miss. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does not matter. DC.
It's the DC for Ole Miss is going to take over. What sucks in all of this is having to watch Lane Kiffin, number one, take a bunch of undeserved hate, and then number two, he's having to like coat his excitement for landing a dream job in the sport of college football. He's having to act like he doesn't understand why it is he made the decision to go from Ole Miss to LSU. I'm getting sick and tired of people questioning, well, Ole Miss, they have the resources. They'll pay the NIL bill. It's LSU, damn it. When LSU comes calling, you yell, "Go Tigers," and you fake an accent if you have to. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. If someone leaving the Notre Dame coaching job was justified in taking the LSU job, yeah, going from Ole Miss to LSU makes even more sense. Because Notre Dame's a fantastic job. You might be referring to the Notre Dame job in the same realm as the LSU job.
Yes.
And I truly do believe that they are on level playing fields. Ole Miss, LSU, no, that's not the case.
It's not the case. So if we could all start from the starting point of agreeing that LSU greater than Ole Miss, we start there. And if we can't get to that kind of common ground, then again, you might just be an Ole Miss fan or an LSU / Lane Kiffin hater. If you can't understand how LSU is a more ripe breeding ground for college football success than Ole Miss, then I don't want to have this conversation with you moving forward. Secondarily, CCAT, did Lane Kiffin set the college football schedule? Did he set the dates in which you have to be able to take a new job because of early signing day and because of the transfer portal? Like, is he the one that was the operator of all of this?
No.
So what the hell are we doing getting on our high horse, acting as if this dude did something that is absolutely despicable, leaving those kids in the dirt, not caring about student athletes, spitting on a program? What are you talking about? He just delivered 6 of the best years any of those Ole Miss football fans are going to witness. He just delivered the Ole Miss Rebels to the CFP playoffs. He did something that not only Ed Orgeron used to coach Ole Miss. In his 3 years there, I don't even think he got a winning season. And, of course, he goes on to win a national title at LSU. You think Lane Kiffin ain't looking at that and saying, well, damn, if Eddie O could barely get to a bowl game at Ole Miss and I'm able to get to the playoff, imagine the things I can do with the resources out there in Baton Rouge. How are we at all? Like, what is the point? What's the biggest point people are making anti-Lane Kiffin right now?
People are looking at his track record and how it's been messy exits. That's kind of the common denominator with Lane Kiffin, and he does stir it up. He doesn't shy away from talking openly about situations, talking crap, and people hold on to those feelings because they might spite their team and then finally have a chance when there's a big group of people that also dislike Lane Kiffin right now intensely, and you saw that on the tarmac in Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, finally, another chance to kick on Lane Kiffin some more dirt in his name.
And it's like, cool, right? You still were never able to get over your ex. Cool. Lane Kiffin still lives somewhere deep in your heart, and it impacts you negatively when you see him do well. But that's what we can't escape from. The dude is doing absolutely well. He is the single best thing that we have going in college football right now. Lane Kiffin is.
You said he's the face of the SEC.
He's the face of the SEC. He's the face of college football.
I think that's undoubtedly true right now. Yeah.
Yes, Lane Kiffin at 50 years old has done it. He has become the face of college football without even winning a single national championship. And it's not just because of his personality. It's also because of the wins that he brings with it. He's won 55 wins in 6 seasons at Ole Miss. Like, that's what he brought. And it's not like your grandma's SEC. We're talking about an SEC that also added in Texas and Oklahoma and Texas A&M. Like an increasingly competitive SEC. He took Ole Miss and made them, in multiple years, contenders for that conference and then a playoff team. He undoubtedly is the most successful coach, especially given the amount of time he's been there in the history of that program. I know they got some claimed national titles in the 60s, but they don't have any real ones. They don't. So the Ole Miss fans that are going to feel a bit of disgust for Lane Kiffin leaving, I will at least give you that. I'll give you room to breathe. College football, just like many things in life, are very emotional. You are tied to these things. You wanted Lane Kiffin to be your head coach forever and ever and ever. Yeah, you had podcasters calling Lane out of his name, specifically because it feels like they know that what they had was such a great thing. But on the other side of that is the actual decision that Lane Kiffin made, and I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. I've seen messier exits done in poorer ways for people that don't have half as much credibility to do so. Look at how Jimmy Butler left the Miami Heat, quitting on the team midseason, saying a lot of things in the media that were either like coded / sometimes just outright negative, like I've lost my joy for the game of basketball. And I still found it in my heart as a Heat fan to be like, well, damn it, I know it's the breakup is ugly. The exit is not what you want to see, but wow. 2 finals runs, competing day in and day out, dragging a team that is under at least, they were a competitive basketball team, but damn it, nobody had them making the finals either of the 2 years that they made it in the bubble or in 23. And Jimmy Butler was the main culprit for getting us there. I still found it. I understand he wanted his money. Jimmy Butler wanted his money. The Miami Heat didn't want to pay him. The breakup became ugly. I get it. And I'm able to cope with that a lot better. And I had emotional heartstrings to this. We have random fans of teams like the UT, teams like Miami Hurricane. I have people all over Twitter that have no connection to Kiffin nor Ole Miss who are getting all hot and bothered by this. And I don't understand it, C-Cat. So stop the Lane Kiffin hate.
Yeah, and I thought it was incredible and immediate vindication for those that are happy Lane Kiffin took this promotion, took this job, next step in his career, because the same day in which he is getting booed relentlessly, and we got to listen to these boos.
Yeah, please.
These boos are incredible boos
It's
from the Ole
Oxford,
Miss
right?
fans. Yes. While he's getting on the plane, while coaches he's taking with him are getting on the plane in Oxford, it's really like a telenovela. What is it? Telenovela.
Telenovela.
No.
Telenovela.
It's like a
soap opera.
A soap opera. While Lane Kiffin is getting on his plane to take his next step in his career, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
Like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Like this guy was doing something despicable.
But you know what? That's fine.
So that happens.
That's
While
fine.
that's happening, a little bit past noon on Sunday, later on in the day, a little bit of a different atmosphere where he's met with cheers and love and gracious from LSU fans, which makes sense. Why are they doing that? Oh, he just wrapped up a visit with the #1 overall recruit in next year's recruiting class, Lamar Brown in LSU. That's why you take the LSU job, because in the first 6 hours of having the job, you're in the room with the #1 recruit in the nation, and he's tweeting out, "Go Tigers."
Yeah. How do we not understand that, good people? How are we not coming to terms with this is a better situation for Lane Kiffin? Hey, guess who else is in a better position now than they were yesterday, or at least before Kiffin arrived? Ole Miss. Ole Miss football. Yeah, but however you want to take it, you want to go back to the days of Hugh Freeze? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do here? He put your program in a better situation as well. It hurts right now. You rip the Band-Aid off, get over it eventually, right? This is football. This isn't. You didn't lose your wife, actually. Oh, but by the way, Marilyn Turp and Sports Center at Night anchor Scott Van Pelt, he had himself a great metaphor, at least he felt, for the Lane Kiffin exodus. Here he is talking about why it was the right decision for Ole Miss to not allow Lane Kiffin to coach the team through the college football playoff. And it got a little personal.
But this is a divorce. And the analogy I'd make is this. If you're leaving me for one of our neighbors who I hate, but you tell me you want to stay through Christmas for the kids, I'm telling you to take your ass on down the road and we'll figure out Christmas with who's here. I appreciate it's a mature way to view it. Maybe I'm being immature, but damn it, I am, and I hold grudges, and there's no way on God's green earth I'd let him coach my team.
Ooh. First of all, we're never going to find the correct common ground when you try to compare college football coaching jobs to marriages, right? Like either way, there's going to be some inefficiencies here, right? Like, because Lane Kiffin isn't like leaving his wife for the neighbor out of the convenience of it all. Lane Kiffin is taking a job that can make him a martyr in the sport of college football, that can make him an all-time great coach, that can make him all of the things that he's dreamt of being, that can make him all of the things that I'm sure he told his father that he wanted to be in this sport. He's taking that job, and he's only taking it right now in the midst of this season because he was so damn good at his current job that now it looks bad. You know, like, you realize that's what people are criticizing him for. They're criticizing him for doing such a good coaching job at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
If they were a 3-loss team, we wouldn't be hearing any of this consternation. But because they did so well, now he's a traitor.
And to be fair, the whole delay, the wish-wash, wasn't whether or not Lane was going to go or whether or not Lane was going to stay. It was all about whether Lane Kiffin was going to be allowed to coach Ole Miss during the college football playoff and then inevitably leave. Ole Miss put their foot down and said, no, we can't have that happen because of a litany of reasons. So, like, this wasn't holding Ole Miss by a string. No. Lane Kiffin, he wanted to coach the college football playoff. Why wouldn't he?
He tried to do the right thing, quote unquote.
He did. And maybe you can criticize for Lane Kiffin wanting his cake and eating it too. Like wanting all of the pros of taking the LSU job without the cons of leaving the rest of this Ole Miss season on the table. Okay, fair criticism. But who ultimately is losing in this? It's the Ole Miss fans and the Ole Miss players that want Lane Kiffin.
Yes. And then for anybody that's trying to detract from, because I know Lane Kiffin said in his statement, the players even asked for the athletic director to allow me to coach, and they said no. And then there's people that have come out against that and said, that's not true, that's not true. First and foremost, it's like 80 players in that locker room. So for you to say that's not true is disingenuous. Because all it takes for 2 of them, that's players, that's plural. All it takes is 2, and that counts. But keep it G, see, Cat. We know what Lane Kiffin is like as a coach, as a personality, as a motivator. You think them dudes don't want him to be able to coach him through the playoffs? You think because he's taking another job, they're like, oh, screw him. We're gonna figure it out with the DC, who I don't even know the name of.
No, they probably want their guy who got them to this point as a program and as a team this year.
There was no right way to do this. The point is, there was no right way to do this, and people are, because we are simple-minded. I'm not saying this is an issue. You have a lot of things to worry about. You have your home life, you got family life, you got your work. Everybody has so many things on their plate. So it's fun to be simple-minded in things that don't matter as much, like entertainment, like sports.
You jump in and you immediately say, all right, who's in the wrong?
Yeah, that guy sucks. Lane Kiffin, yeah, he sucks. I don't like his face. Cool. But think about it like this. If Lane, who fought tooth and nail to still be able to coach these kids through the college football playoff, if Lane Kiffin could have it another way, and that other way, by like changing the schedule of it all, because he didn't choose the situation, he's a victim of it because of the way that the college football schedules are in 2025. 10, 15 years ago, this wouldn't be an issue. This is an issue because of the state of college football and the transfer portal and early signing period and all of the different things that force you as a head coach to have to take another job before we're 2 days out for early signing day. Like, I think that's another thing that people aren't really realizing or witnessing or caring about, the casual college football fan. In 2 days, players like that kid we talked about, the number 1 kid in the nation, who plays on the offensive line and the defensive line, like how many athletes do you see that? He literally has an ATH, athlete tag, as a lineman because he's dominant on both sides. That kid is 2 days away from signing his national letter of intent to LSU. It's gonna be hard to get that kid's commitment if you don't have your head coach signed, sealed, delivered. And the contract that LSU paid Lane Kiffin, reportedly 7 years, $91 million, reportedly with a 80%. Oh my, this can't be true. The school would still owe him 80% of his remaining salary. He is guaranteed 80% of that off the rip. And they're paying his buyout. There are 0 cons to Lane Kiffin taking his job outside of the fact that he can't coach his team through the college football playoff, and that was the only thing he was trying to get done before he signed his name on the dotted line. And now he's turned into the villain of the sport. When, to be honest with you, C-Cat, I don't know a man I couldn't think of one singular being who wouldn't do what Lane Kiffin just did. Unless, like, he's not from Oxford.
Right.
You lost him the same way you got him. If you want to make all these analogies.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
And Theo, you've lived here a little bit longer than I have. I don't think FAU fans hold a grudge against Lane Kiffin because it's a little bit more obvious going from Group of 5, Power 4. So, like, when a coach does well at a smaller school, the natural order of things is for them to move on to a bigger school. So that line's not blurred as much as it is one SEC school that has less money and less of a talent pool in their state than going to another SEC school that has a lot more talent pool, a lot more demand and domination in terms of that talent pool and the money, by the way, attached to that school.
Yeah, they've got
that
it all.
is the case, Ole Miss to LSU, whereas FAU to Ole Miss isn't really the everyone understands that.
Yes.
He was going to leave.
Yes. And that's the issue is Lane did so maybe this is another testament to how talented this dude is. He did so well at Ole Miss, he actually has people thinking it's apples to apples. Like, there's people like, well, why would you leave Ole Miss?
Exactly.
Well, do we not remember what Ole Miss was before he got there? Now imagine what he could do to LSU. And that's my point in all of this. He had to take that job. His mentors, Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, they told him to take that job. He said it's what his father, they told him that's what his father would have wanted for him, who was also a legendary college football coach. You got to take that job. And I'm not going to sit here and I can't criminalize somebody ascending in their profession. Just can't do it.
Now, Ole Miss made the decision of not letting him coach the team.
Yes.
Do you think that was the right decision?
I think that was the only decision. I think that if you Lane made a good point about it in the interview he did with Marty Smith, which, by the way, incredible get by ESPN's Marty to get behind the fire truck or whatever kind of bobbing and weaving he had to do to get over there and get the exclusive. Incredible get. But what Lane said resonated with me. The athletic director of Ole Miss had to make that decision because he has to be the one that wakes up and goes to sleep in Oxford, Mississippi for the next so odd years.
Yeah, he's got to take care of their own.
Yeah, so I guarantee you it's not the decision he wanted to make. If they want a chance to win the national championship, which they might have a chance to do, Dave makes a great comment in the YouTube chat. I'm looking forward to Ole Miss being left out of the playoff based on the precedent set in the FSU snubbing of 2023. There's still a chance that they get dropped out of the playoff race because if a quarterback being replaced makes you a less efficient team, a coach would probably do it even more so.
I'm fascinated to having that conversation because I disagree. I disagree in the situation there.
Telenovela, by the way.
Telenovela.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Randy. But you disagree. What do you disagree with there? You disagree with you think a quarterback's more important than a coach?
Maybe that's one option I could go with. I think you can argue that. But the option I am going to go with is that we saw Florida State without their quarterback.
Yeah, and it was bad.
We didn't see yet Ole Miss without their head coach.
Oh, yeah, we did. Want me to go back to the
just go back 7 years ago. Good point. No, but if Ole Miss played the Egg Bowl and lost to Mississippi State 34-7
without Lane Kiffin,
then it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, but he coached the Egg Bowl.
Exactly. And Florida State did win their game.
Yeah, it was ugly.
It was ugly, but we don't have the example of Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin and the regime of which he took with him to LSU.
If you want an example as to why a head coach is more important than a quarterback in football, look no further than the first place NFC team, the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a believer. Here's the thing. 2 weeks ago, I might have been, I was kind of 50-50. After watching the Jaguars and the Bears this year, after watching the Vikings this year who have the coach.
Now,
that's the other side of it. You got to have at least competent.
This is dumb CCAT talking here.
Yeah, of course.
Not knowing all of the ins and outs of college athletics. I wonder if there was a possibility to write an agreement to allow Lane Kiffin to coach the rest of this playoff run with the written agreement from that locker room saying they cannot follow him to LSU.
Oh.
Now I think that'd be pretty ethical. I think that would be amicable.
Here's what
I think that would be doing LSU a little bit wrong, but I think that's the price that comes with getting the prize pig of the coaching class.
Yes. And what I will say is, CCAT, I do think that this issue, as grand as it has become and as public and national and ugly as it become, I've seen reports of him getting his clothes left outside, which we have not.
I don't know if that's real.
Confirmed or not.
It's very funny if it is.
There is a tweet from the same reporter that called him a garden tool. There is a tweet from him that shows a clothing rack full of suit jackets outside, and he says that he reports that that's Ole Miss.
Like dumping his stuff on the curb.
Leaving his clothes out. That is ridiculous. We got the booze. There was an air traffic control. See, there's the issue with AI. This is why I hate AI.
You don't know if it's real.
We got to stop AI. We can't even enjoy things anymore because you don't even – I don't believe anything until I get like 3 verifications on it. I got to see it reported from 8 different – now everybody's a journalist.
This Marty Smith interview looks like it could be digitally creative, honestly. Like, wait a second. Did his arm just have 4 fingers? What's going on?
Yeah, that is true. That's the issue. I'm done. I am done with AI. I'm still going to use it because you got to kind of have to. And good, GKB, the GKB way. But I am sick of AI because you can't enjoy anything anymore without having to ask yourself, wait a second, is it real?
It's like a big explosive play in football where you're waiting for the flag emblem to show up on the scoreboard. It's like, wait a second. Did they just return that kick for a touchdown? There's got to be a block in the back somewhere.
Last night, Deebo Samuel touchdown. Oh, he tied it up. Holding. So, yeah, no, I will say, man, this is
Yeah, I don't know if that could have been written in the clause that, okay, Lane, you can be here for these next 3 to 4 weeks, but
you can't take anybody with you.
Exactly.
He would sign up for that.
Because that's the danger of letting him play is allowing him to do
like
a 3-week.
recruiting the kids.
Exactly.
Come
Why
on.
would he not want to set him up for success next year at his new school? In doing so, would be setting up the players that he's taking with them as well.
I will pose you a question and try and answer it in good faith. If you are Ole Miss, and again, you can't promise these things to happen, but let's just lay it out this way. And Lane Kiffin leads you through, he accepts the LSU job. So this is similar to what you can do in CFB 26. I'm in a lot of online dining, or not a lot, I'm in one, but it's been going in CFB 26, the video game for college football. You can accept the job and still coach your current team through the playoffs because that's kind of how you should have it set up in some way. Here's the question. Would you sign up for it if you're Ole Miss, if you can guarantee that Lane Kiffin coaches you to a national championship, but he then also can take whatever players and coaches away that he wants? So you get a national title in Oxford, a real one. You don't have any. But he goes, and whoever wants to leave with him goes as well, and you got to start from scratch next year. Do you take that deal?
I think you're signing up for 1 or 2 playoff wins. I think there's a cap on what Ole Miss can do in 2025.
That's true.
So you're not like you're a 1 or 2
That's
seed.
fair. So I can't. So I'm not. So national championship is too far. If it was national title, do they sign up for it though?
Yes,
I think so as well.
You sell the next 10 years of your football program for a national title if you're Ole Miss.
If you're Ole Miss, you might sell 30.
Right, exactly. Maybe different programs wouldn't make that deal. Ohio State would not take a national title in the hand for sacrificing 5 years in the future. They wouldn't do that. They'll take their chances. Ole Miss is at the level of a program. You take the bird in the hand.
Yeah.
Almost undoubtedly.
So 2 playoff wins. If I can guarantee you Lane Kiffin leads you to 2 playoff wins, you get bounced in the semifinal, and then you shake hands. Whoever wants to, I'm not saying they have to go. Whoever wants to go with him goes. Whoever wants to stay, stays. It's not a bad deal.
I don't think that's enough. I think it would have to be a national championship berth, and then we're having the conversation.
Okay.
Which, like, we can't make those
deal.
prognostications.
Deal.
Okay. Nice. Gotcha.
Maybe that's how you write the agreement. If you win a national title.
Okay. You know what?
If you win a national title, then you can take whoever you want. If you don't.
That's the clause.
That's
hey,
the
Lane,
clause.
you can't take anybody with you unless you win a national championship. Do you think Lane takes that deal?
Yes.
I think he's got confidence in his guys. I think his guys have confidence in themselves.
Dog, if you're Lane, you have to take that deal. If you're Lane and you're the competitor you are,
that's only a win-win for him.
Yes.
Like that really, like
you don't lose.
Oh, so I get what I was fighting for.
Perfect. And if it doesn't work out, I just go to LSU.
But I guess now he can just recruit his LSU guys.
Yeah,
he has their phone numbers.
It's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
I do wonder how you handle. So that's why I'm like, how do you handle the transition then? Because do you get a proxy to go and handle the LSU stuff while you focus on the playoff? You know, there's a lot of conflicting interest there.
And also, Lane has been there for long enough to where he doesn't now need to text these guys. They know Lane Kiffin.
They know who Lane is.
They know what it's like to play for Lane Kiffin. And now they know Lane Kiffin with a lot more resources and reason to believe that Lane Kiffin at LSU can deliver them an NFL career and hardware while they're in college.
I hope he takes everything that from that program that he wants, including his clothes, back. I'm just going to put it out there. But let me know. If you still have hate in your heart for Lane Kiffin, tell me why. I'm open. I'm all ears. I don't understand it. It's unless you are an Ole Miss alum. Because I don't even think, are there any Ole Miss fans that aren't alum?
Good point.
Unless you have a degree from Ole Miss.
They don't have the Alabama thing.
No.
Where that whole state will root for one side or the other, whether or not they went to school there. I think the Ole Miss fans are all Ole Miss alum.
They're Ole Miss alum.
Maybe not alum. I think they went there for a year and couldn't complete the courses.
That counts, though. So you're still alum. You just aren't a graduate.
Okay, gotcha. I thought alum had to have a degree attached.
No, it's a common
misconception.
Misconception, yeah, about alum. People graduate and they'll be like, "I'm officially an alumnus." I'm like, you.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you are no longer at a school that you once were at, you're an alumnus.
Oh, so you can just have lunch on campus?
Well, I mean,
I'm an alum at Ole Miss?
I might take a class.
Okay.
At least one credit hour and you're an alum. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Ole Miss alum aside, if you are angry at Lane Kiffin, just tell me why. Plain and simple. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. 888-760-3776. And with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, we want to welcome you to being treated like a pro. Like a pro. They get paid like pros in college football. You get treated like a pro with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. I want you to get back to the life, the hobbies, the games, the sports, the activities that you love. I want you to get right back out there. Play like you're in your prime again. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's baptisthealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776, the Baptist Health Hotline. On the other side, we have the get around. We do inquire potentially about that, because we have to get to this today. The Miami Hurricanes, they're way into the 12-team playoff. Because if you pull Ole Miss for it, I would feel a little icky about it. But there is a team that sports the Golden Domes that does not deserve a spot ahead of Miami, and we're going to address that as well today here on Theoretically Speaking. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast, professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!" Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Robert Gilman, partner and leader of Anshin's Real Estate Group.
Under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, 100% bonus depreciation has been permanently reinstated. Real estate businesses are now able to immediately expense the full cost of qualifying property. Even projects with millions in improvements can benefit from first-year expensing without any spending cap. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we strategically guide real estate businesses through these legislative changes to help them develop a long-term investment strategy and boost cash flow. If you're a real estate professional looking to enhance profitability and minimize tax liabilities, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and more. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I'll say, man, the watching the football games through Thanksgiving out in Scottsdale, where games are kicking off at like 10 a.m. I'm like, that ain't so bad.
No, it's not, man.
It's not so bad.
I've only spent 1 week in Western time zone.
Yeah.
Pacific Central time. And I loved it.
It's pretty good.
Like, I get to watch a movie and watch sports at night.
That's crazy.
You don't have to choose.
You don't have to choose. Stranger Things came out. I was able to watch a couple of episodes after games. I'm not gonna do that to you. But it had me thinking, though, the other only kind of semi-downside to that is that when games are kicking off at 10, that 1 o'clock slate, you're never watching that at a bar. You're just not doing it. You're watching that in your bed. On a weekend, you're a sicko if you're getting up and getting to the bar that quick.
Good point.
But what I will say is they also don't have Duffy's out that way. See, out here, the games kick off at 1, and you get to go to Duffy's. You get to watch all of them, 80 or more television screens in every location, 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. So it still works out. The Eastern time zone still works out.
You know, soccer fans would beg to differ when it comes to going to the bar to watch a game early.
Oh, aren't they like they do this for real?
Yeah, that's like a real thing that happens.
Well, that's the thing though. But that's soccer fans. You're used to that. That's a lifestyle.
I see. NFL culture doesn't really.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're sluggish. We're lazy. Soccer fans. Have you ever seen an unfit soccer fan?
No, they've all got the same haircut.
Yeah. Like, it's different.
That's a good point.
It's different. I don't know why.
Huh.
They're smarter. They seem to be like a little more intelligent. I don't know what's up with these soccer fans. But what I will say is you're smart if you spend your Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, any day at a Duffy Sports Grill. 2-for-1 drinks, game day buckets all season long. And, of course, there's the full roster of new football features like the barbecue pulled pork nachos, the Duffy's double smash burger. I mean, get your hands on one of those, and you're not going to want to get them off. Also, touchdown tots. 2 different ways, buffalo chicken or OG cheeseburger tots. All of that and more, plus the award-winning wings tossed now in 17 different flavors. Duffy'sMVP.com. Duffy'sMVP.com. At Duffy's, our game is always on. Love the new rejoins. Love the new music.
I put him in 2 months ago, and I forgot to hit the save button.
That's what happened.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when Damian Perez stepped in last week, we gave him all the credit because the rejoin started playing with him in your seat. So we were like,
fair.
man,
that must have felt good. Did he take the credit?
He did. He took.
What the hell?
Much to my surprise, He actually took the credit. He like patted himself on the back. I said, "Oh, this guy's great. This guy's going for it."
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
I'm a little sloppy. I messed that up. That was me. That wasn't
okay.
C-Cat. Safebound Get Around, man. Where we going first? It's been a while.
Next stop.
We are going to the NFL Sunday slate. That's
Nice.
what we're going to start. Because
Wow.
we were talking during the break, Theo. It
Weird
feels
location.
like the Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend when it comes to pro football. It's always weak.
Yeah, it's a dud.
Isn't it? It is always a dud. Some notable scores, and that the Jets beat the Falcons 27-24.
Lose, if you will.
Yeah. You had the Panthers beat the Rams 31-28. So we're going to start in Carolina where that game took place. Is that just a flash in the pan? Or with a pseudo division championship game coming up next week against the Buccaneers, are the Carolina Panthers your former favorite football team
That's
for
my
real?
old- don't be talking about my old thing now.
I said former.
It's in the past.
Your first love.
Yeah, it was my first love. We had some
Bryce
good
Young
times.
had a really good game for the Panthers. He really lit it up against a pretty good defense of the Rams. He had 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, 15 for 20.
What's got into this guy, man?
What do you think about the Carolina Panthers as far as a threat to maybe make the playoffs in 2025?
The Carolina Panthers are exactly what they have been for the majority of, especially when my fandom was in the Carolinas. They are just good enough to disappoint their fans. They are going to be just good. They're going to win games they shouldn't. They're going to lose games they shouldn't. They're going to have a middling 500 or slightly above record. They might mess around and win the NFC South once or twice here with Bryce Young because it does seem like he might end up being their quarterback. But they're going to be just good enough to give you hope, and then they're going to let you down in the end. And I'm not saying that's a problem. Hey, sometimes that's better than what the Browns fans have had to go through, what the Jets fans have had to go through. Take it. And I think if you're a Carolina fan, keep pounding. If that's your mantra, then you understand it. You get what you're watching right there. They're 7-6. They've beaten the Rams. They've beaten the Packers. They beat the Falcons 30-0. So clearly they have it, but they also have had these weird stinkers where Bryce Young looks like a college quarterback. So enjoy it while it lasts. Cardiac Cats.
Next stop.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Going to Yinzerville, where amidst the Bills' 26-7 win over the Steelers, where Pittsburgh had a 7-3 lead at the halftime break, fans in Pittsburgh were chanting, "Fire Tomlin."
Yeah.
Fire Tomlin. What do you make of the 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers and the trajectory of which their season is going? You got Aaron Rodgers, unhappy visibly with his receivers, and you've got the
and
Steelers.
vocally.
Yes, vocally. But they're barreling to another season that finishes around 500.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be below 500. I said that when the season started. Aaron Rodgers was going to break the streak for Mike Tomlin, and not the playoff win streak, or the lack of a playoff win streak, but the winning season or non-losing season streak. That's getting snapped this year. And I looked like a fool early on. People were doubting me. People were doubting me. With every Steelers win, I was getting texts. And now we stand with a Steelers team that's going to play two teams that are winning and playing better ball than they were before, the Ravens and the Dolphins. Then they have the Lions. It's going to be a must-win game in Detroit. Then they have the Browns. Need I say more? Myles Garrett's probably going to break the sack record in that game. And then you end the season at home against the Baltimore Ravens. Again, another must-win team for a team that has title hopes. And now you have a banged-up Rodgers and washed T.J. Watt. Yeah, it's cooked. It's over with. You can fire Tomlin if you want. He's going to go somewhere else and be successful, though.
Next stop.
We're going to go to the college football slate where you had the Iron Bowl take place at Auburn. You also had the game take place in Ann Arbor. So we're splitting time here. One game kicked off the college football slate. The other pretty much wrapped it up. I don't know anyone who watched the Notre Dame-Stanford game. Theo, What's the better rivalry to watch as an unbiased fan?
Oh, my God.
The game or the Iron Bowl? I told you can only watch one of these games. It's easy to say in hindsight, but if for the next 6 years I told you can only watch the Iron Bowl or the game, which one are you picking?
This is a great question.
Right.
Did you just come up with this on your own? It's a great question. You stumped me. I honestly don't have a real legit answer. I would be lying to you if I told you a real answer right now. I would just be doing that radio guy thing where you just pick one side and you roll. I would be lying to you. It's a hard choice.
I think I'd pick the Iron Bowl just more often than not those games deliver. Last Saturday's game had no business being as close as it was. Like there was something in the air. Nick Saban says that Jordan Hare, where Auburn plays, is haunted.
Yeah.
They must be because Auburn stinks.
They suck.
But somehow it was 4th and 2. Auburn had a chance to win the freaking Iron Bowl and disrupt everything and maybe get Kalen DeBoer out of a job at Alabama.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin was looking. He was, oh, no.
Wait a second.
Hold on now. Because that's really what I want. All right. Pump the brakes on all of that. I like how much fighting goes on in the game. I like how they actually they have a real. I think Michigan and Ohio State hate each other more than Auburn and Alabama do.
I think it's the other way around.
No.
How do you
the players themselves
hate and disrespect? I think Auburn players and Alabama players disrespect one another.
I don't know.
I think that Ohio State and Michigan truly understand and believe that they would not be where they are without the other.
Maybe.
I think that rivalry means so much to both programs, Ohio State and Michigan. I see it in our office. But Alabama and Auburn, I think there is an uptick in crime when those two people interact.
The fans, but the players, I don't give a damn what's happening between the fans. You're right. The fans, there's much more, and also it's the South. It's the South versus the Midwest. Like this is
wine
different.
And cheese in Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah.
They truly respect them. Like, hey, it's us two schools, and it's the rest of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
That's what they believe.
That's what they believe.
Alabama spits on Auburn.
And that's because they're a little brother, too. There's multiple layers to this. But what I will say is I like the brawls. I like the fighting. I like the fact that Michigan, after they got their tails whipped, was like, well, you know what? You ain't stepping on our M. And they gathered around on the logo because they knew what was about to go down. I like the pure hate that happens on the field between Michigan and Ohio State. Florida State and Miami's better than all of them, though.
Next stop.
We will finish the get around.
Nice.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Well, you know what? The Safebound Get Around didn't take us to the land where where CK gets his golf game right.
Dude, it happens at Kaiser. Played yesterday.
Wow.
Had a great time. I love Kaiser, man. Kaiser's good because I go there and I can get reminded of my golf game while I watch the number 2 team in the nation. The Kaiser Seahawks football team put a whooping on Sun Conference opponent Southeastern over the weekend.
Spanking that ass.
Go into the quarterfinals. It's 1 o'clock. Coming up 1 o'clock, you will see Kaiser take on the number 6 team in the nation in the NAIA FCS playoffs. Kaiser, 1 o'clock kick. Make sure you are there. I will be there. Head coach Jimmy Bell, he will be there as well on the call on ESPN 106.3. And you can watch that game on the Urban Edge Network. The flagship campus of Kaiser University is the home of 26 national championships and counting. When I'm talking to you about Kaiser in about a month, that number might as well be in the 30s at the rate that they stack those natties. Again, 1 o'clock Saturday, Kaiser football national quarterfinal matchup. Be there or be square.
And shout to Coach Miles Russ, who I know is
he's got to leave from the program, dealing with things, and Peter Davila is taking things over for the time being as acting head coach.
Holding it down. So prayers up, speedy recovery to Coach Miles Russ, holding it down. And without further ado, we bring in ESPN NFL insider, former general manager of the New York Jets, former EVP of football operations for the Dolphins. He is our guy who drops the Mike Tannen bombs. Mike T is in the house. Thanks for pulling up on us on this Motion Monday, Mike T. How's it going?
Good banter as usual with you guys. And I'll tell you what, Ohio State, Michigan, they hate each other. Not saying that Auburn and Alabama are friends, but There was some great football over the weekend, guys.
Come on, man. Like it's even though I think Sunday did disappoint a little bit, I did like it was interesting seeing the Panthers beat the team that we just crowned as the best team in the NFL. But outside of that, it was a lot of stinkers on Sunday. But between Thursday through Sunday night, I do feel pretty I was well fed for Thanksgiving and well fed with football, Mike T. What stood out to you the most?
I'll tell you what. You know what, guys? Well, I did the call yesterday on the Colt Texan game for ESPN Radio, which was great. I got back late last night. The ending of that Commander Bronco game, which I know most people went to bed, was unbelievable. And in overtime, Marcus Mariota made an improbable play to stay alive, to throw a desperation fourth down pass. They get bailed out by a PI by Tua Hafunga, and then they go down, they score, and then they go for two. It would have been a walk-in touchdown, and it gets batted away. Just from a competitive standpoint, that may have been the best game over the last 4 days.
And nobody would have saw that coming. The Broncos, who are riding like a 25-game win streak at this point, all of them by 1 point, and the Commanders, who it feels like their season's over with. I don't want to go too inside football, but what did you see out of that defense? It was talked about on the broadcast that Dan Quinn, who has taken over the play calling on the defensive side, has really changed things for the Commanders and made them competitive. Did it feel that real there in person?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought there was a couple of things they did. They were a little bit, I thought, blitzed a little bit more aggressively in selective times. And I thought they really played the run a lot better. They didn't get gashed. They really rallied to the ball. And they have some young guys like Jersey Newton from University of Illinois. He's a young defensive lineman that I thought played well. And there's a few other guys that, Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu, their best days are behind them, but they're still good against the run. Wagner got a little exposed on that Evan Ingram big play in overtime, but they played hard. It was a great game.
Is Nick Bonito like the least talked about defensive superstar in the league? Like he feels like a superhero. He's the one that made the play on Mariota at the end.
Yeah, he that's a great point. Him and Jonathan Cooper are two great edge rushers. And when we get into the NFL hiring cycle, there's no doubt to me, like Vance Joseph, who I work with at the Dolphins, Theo, and he was former head coach in Denver. He's going to definitely deserve a long look from a lot of clubs. He's the defensive coordinator, and he has that defense playing great.
Absolutely does. We have Mike Tannenbaum joining us here on Theoretically Speaking, kicking it on a Motion Monday, and you also talked about that Colts v. Texans game. This is a Texans defense that feels like it could be like it's either them or the Broncos, the number one defense in the league. The offense is still kind of coming along. But my biggest takeaway from that Texans win had nothing to do with Houston and everything to do with Indianapolis. Is it starting to feel like Daniel Jones is starting to kind of get figured out?
Yes or no. That was another game. It really came down to a handful of plays, and he has a fracture of fibula. I think this is going to have to be a little bit more Jonathan Taylor. And that pass rush is going to impact a lot of teams, but he made some big-time throws, and Alex Pierce had a big game, and they still have Tyler Warren and Michael Pittman, amongst others. So I think it's, to me, they're going to be there at the end. I just thought what really stood out to me was C.J. Stroud played a lot better in the second half. If C.J. Stroud plays close to his ability, this team could go really far.
In their division, in the AFC South, you got three teams now that are all fighting for the division crown and potentially a wild card between the Jags, the Texans, and the Colts. And then you have the team in the Titans that, for my money, I say that is the number one head coaching vacancy come this offseason in the NFL. Am I off base by thinking that based on what Cam Ward has shown to be and the potential that Tennessee can build out, especially with the cap room they have?
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's a great place, tax-free, like down here in Miami, in South, Florida. So I think they get the right coach, get a couple more skill players, one or two more offensive linemen. They still got Tony Pollard at running back, who I think is pretty good, Tajay Spears as well. But, we've talked about this before. I'm a big Cam Ward guy. He's elevated every program going back to Incarnate Word, Washington State, obviously what he did here in South Florida with the Hurricanes.
I couldn't help but think when I was watching the Vikings game, I'm like, all right, there's two guys who have a bit of their legacy on the line here, and neither of them are the quarterback. for the Vikings, who came in, undrafted free agent. I'm trying to get his name here, and the box score won't pop
Max
up.
Brosmer.
Max Brosmer, who throws 4 interceptions. There's 2 quarterbacks that kind of had their legacies on the line. There was J.J. McCarthy, because if Max Brosmer shows out, it looks terribly on him going forward for the Vikings because of how much he struggled. And I also couldn't help but think about Brock Purdy, because everybody kept trying to crown Brosner as potentially the next Purdy. And if he would have came in and made it look easy, then that would have probably, cut away at some of the great things that Purdy did. I think that it's an immaculate story what Brock Purdy was able to do as Mr. Irrelevant, as a guy who had no expectations, coming out and balling out in the Shanahan system. Who do you think, though, benefited more? And I hate to rain on Brosner's parade because it was a bad debut. Who benefited more, though, from his poor play between Purdy's legacy and then, J.J. McCarthy, who's hoping to come back here for the Vikings?
Yeah, well, look, I think the future is about J.J. McCarthy. And if they were worried about Max Brosmer being out, I think they got bigger fish to fry. But I think bigger picture is you let Sam Darnold leave, you let Daniel Jones leave, and now Max Brosmer spent 4 years, Theo, at the University of New Hampshire, 1 year at Minnesota, and 4 picks obviously isn't good enough. So Minnesota's gonna have a lot of questions to answer about who are they bringing in to compete with J.J. McCarthy, because clearly right now there's a lot more questions than answers with him.
Are there? I keep hearing stuff about Kyler Murray. Like, is that even a fit for what we like to see out of the offense out there in Minnesota?
Yeah, look, I think Kyler Murray probably needs a fresh start. He has incredible ability, and yeah, I think if you and I were running the Vikings, we would have to consider everything, and I'd put Kyler Murray at the top of the list because of his age and his athleticism.
If you and I were running the Vikings, they would be in good hands, Mike T. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Mike Tannenbaum's here as we get on about our day, and as we enter a night here, Monday Night Football, the Patriots have a chance to climb, I believe, to 11 wins now with a game against the New York Giants. And just for moving the needle forward for the Giants, what would you like to see out of them to close this season out, not just tonight, but going forward, that'll have you feeling good about the future of Dart and the direction of that organization out there in the Meadowlands?
He's got to stay healthy. We've talked about this a lot with like Jaden Daniels, Jackson Dart, these younger quarterbacks that are really very good athletes. Like Joe Burrow doesn't fit to this mold physically, but it does sort of metaphorically, which is playing the quarterback position in 2025. Part of it is protecting yourself and being healthy. And the way Jackson Dart plays, I don't mean this necessarily as a negative, but his recklessness is a concern because it's not sustainable. So let's see him go out there, sort of play from the pocket, take advantage of his athleticism when it's there, a little bit like what Caleb Williams is doing. That's what he needs to do consistently for the Giants to say, hey, we have our guy for the future.
Yeah, Mike, you talked about quarterback situations in the NFC East, and it just made me think about what we saw on Black Friday. I feel like this Thanksgiving weekend always makes you forget things that happened before we got back to work in that matter. What's wrong with the Eagles? Because it is not looking good right now in Philly.
2 things to me, CCAP. Number one, their offensive line isn't the same. So when you think about like right tackle, Lane Johnson's been out. Fred Johnson's not the same player. Anthony Steen isn't, quite as good as what they've had with like Mekhi Becton. Cam Jurgens probably isn't quite as good as what they had with Jason Kelsey. And now when, you can't get out on the perimeter with some of those quarterback runs, this is an offense that's a little bit easier to defend. And then I was really surprised how well Chicago ran the ball, because with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, I was just really surprised how that game unfolded. Those guys have to play better and be able to stop the run for, Philly to get back to where they want to be.
Yeah, but doesn't that say more about the Bears? I mean, they were moving dudes. They were moving dudes like I've never seen happen to a Philly defensive front like that.
Yeah, totally. Give them a ton of credit there. Offensive line played great. And then, 2 backs over 125, Monungai from Rutgers and DeAndre Swift, ironically, who had, been with the Eagles. For 2 running backs to have 125 yards a game is stunning. And, yeah, we got to give the Bears a ton of credit. It allows Caleb Williams, guys, to keep developing because his consistency isn't a lot better, but his decision-making is. And I think they're hoping, hey, the accuracy will come, and then it's, from there, it's all good.
It's all the way up from the Bears. Looking forward to seeing how they close out the season. And also, they have a real legitimate shot at the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, which will be an incredible debut campaign from Ben Johnson and the folks out there in the Windy City. Appreciate your time, Mike T. Appreciate you pulling up. And you know what? Big game this weekend for Virginia. Big game. Them Cavaliers.
How about Coach Elliott, guys? If he's not the coach of the year, who is? And we got Duke again in the ACC championship, and looking forward to being in Charlotte Saturday night, rooting on the Cavaliers. And we got to go beat Duke for the second time in 3 weeks, and should be a heck of a game.
Well, it looked pretty easy the first time around, so we'll see if y'all can go and handle business again. But Mike T, thanks for your time. Good luck to your son and the Cavaliers, and we'll see how that game in Charlotte pans out. Peace out.
All right. Thank you.
That is Mike Tannenbaum joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline, per usual in the Monday slot on Emotion Monday. And yeah, man, with all this talk about Duke and Virginia and the ACC title game, despite Miami being the best team, I almost forgot. Yeah, Mike T, man, he's in Cavalier Nation.
And Mike T, and the Tannenbaum household, looked like they were going to be at UNC for a little bit.
Whoa, boy, did their fortunes change.
You know what? If you told me back then in the summer when we knew that Mike's son was going to UNC, that at the end of the college football season, he was going to give a shout out to the coaching job done at the school of which his son was going to play football, I would have said, wow, the Tar Heels, man, they turned these things around, and the coach was the difference.
Chapel Hill Bill.
Nah, man. Different situation in Virginia.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy what's happening in the ACC. Rule changes do need to come into place because 7-5 Duke should not be headed to Charlotte. That is CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. Before we go to break and get you some Monday midterms with Tina, I got to tell you, as things out here in South Florida have finally cooled down to a certain extent, at least in South Florida's, in our own
don't be fooled,
judgment
man.
of it all. It's not coming back
don't
that
be
quick.
Fooled. It's a cold front. What is it called? The polar freeze that most of the country's going under right now.
Yeah, but you know
we get the residuals, but things will change in 1 week.
Well, EDSisyes.com. Things don't change with them. In fact, next year will be a 20-year anniversary of EDS serving the greater area of South Florida. If you're not already a Gold Plan member, tap in. Please do. EDSisyes.com. Find out how you can get tapped in for 2 check-ins every year to get your air conditioning unit right, preventative care and repair, plus a percentage off of repairs if you need it. They also can help come in and install a whole new air conditioning unit. EDS is now offering 0% interest financing for 60 months to qualified customers. The time ain't tomorrow. The time was yesterday. So you might as well jump on it right now, today. EDSisyes.com. Make sure your air conditioning unit is serviced properly by the pros. Make sure that your hot water heater, if you need a same-day hot water heater replacement, EDSisyes.com. It's right there for you. Plumbing needs, AC needs, all that and above, EDSisyes.com. I literally just got back from lunch. My guy Ed, Tony, chopped it up. Had a and I went out on a limb here. I got the prosciutto sandwich. The prosciutto. I hadn't had one of those since I was in Italy. And it was pretty good.
So obviously prosciutto was on it. What else did they add to it?
Prosciutto. There was tomatoes. There was what's the
Maybe
cheese
buffalo
called?
mozzarella?
No. What's the cheese? Oh yeah, it was mozzarella.
Jeez. You kidding me? Any balsamic
Some fresh mozzarella, a little balsamic.
Good.
Little balsamic
You
on
have
there.
to.
Lathered on that. And we were just chopping it up about the teams. Ed and Tony, big Heat fans. They're concerned about the Dolphins season because they want the Dolphins to they secretly want the Dolphins to lose for better draft position, but they like seeing them win like every other Dolphins fan. But most importantly, we're talking about all the great things that EDS is coming through with, especially in its anniversary year, which is next year. So EDSisyes.com, tap in. They're South Florida fans just like you, but they get the job done for your AC units and for your plumbing. All right, CCAT, time for the happy hour. Time for some Monday midterms with Tina. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We are theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Every family has dreams, a vacation, a new car, or a rainy day fund. With a Boost savings account from Flagler Credit Union, your dreams can become reality. Earn up to 3.0 annual percentage yield with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and easy access to your funds. Whether you're saving for life's big moments or everyday expenses, a Boost savings account helps you reach your goals faster. Open a Boost savings account today and start boosting your future at Flagler Credit Union. Boost checking is required. Other qualifications apply. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Mondays just got better for the men of Palm Beach County. Unlimited Auto Wash is offering $5 off any wash every Monday at all 6 convenient locations. Men's Monday at Unlimited Auto Wash. Don't miss it.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan!
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Download the ESPN South Florida app today and get the latest on local shows like Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo. Get some ESPN podcasts or get the high school sports updates in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Curious about what Mike Rizzo had to say about Aaron Rodgers? It's on the app. Wasn't able to find the score of the West Boca High School football game? It's on the app. Want to catch the Inter Miami live broadcast? You guessed it. It's on the app. Go download the ESPN South Florida app today and get your fix on all things sports right here in Palm Beach County.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Don't fumble your finances. Whether you're running a business or running plays, Jay Zolo and Associates keeps your books tight in your stress light. With nearly 30 years of experience, Jay Zolo is your go-to coach for QuickBooks, offering expert consulting, one-on-one training, and full-service bookkeeping. Jay Zolo and Associates, simplifying your books so you can win on and off the field. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Not all moves reflect your lifestyle. At Safebound Luxury, we provide white glove services tailored for high-end homes, fine art, and designer furnishings. Our expert team ensures every piece is packed, transported, and placed with precision and care. If you're relocating a residence that deserves more than a basic move, schedule your private consultation today at safeboundluxury.com to experience the difference. This isn't just a move. This is the art of moving.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. It's Emotion Monday here on ESPN 106.3. C-Cat's in the house. He's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. And Tina is in the building. Espresso Martina has pulled up to grace us with her presence following a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. She was on the west coast of Florida. C-Cat was out in the Midwest in Chi City. And your boy was out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottyville. What's the Dale? Scottsdazzle.
Tina, you've been there before, right? What'd they call it there?
Scottsdazzle.
I only knew of it as Scottsdale.
Scottsdiddly.
Scott's Vegas. I feel like everyone wants to co-opt the Las Vegas end.
Yeah.
They call it like Starkville, Mississippi. Stark Vegas.
Oh, God.
Like, all right.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. It's still going to be Starkville to me, buddy. What do they call Oxford?
They call it bitter. That's what they call Oxford, Mississippi, after the way they treated Lane Kiffin while he and a couple of coaches were boarding planes, getting ready to go to bigger and better things.
Can I hear the boos? Yeah.
Boo! Boo! I hate you, Lane! Yeah! Get out of here!
Yeah, we wanted you to go the whole time.
You could have been a king here!
Boo! Who wouldn't want to spend the rest of their life in Oxford? If it wasn't for Ole Miss, would we have ever heard the name Oxford? Mississippi?
Ooh,
like, what else is...
Yes, the Oxford comma.
Oh, the Oxford comma. The
Oxford Dictionary.
Oxford Dictionary is the main thing. Do you think that came out of Mississippi? There's no way.
Isn't there
There's no way they made
Wait a
dictionaries
second.
in Mississippi.
Oxford's a university, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is Oxford University. It's like in England or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we...
Yeah.
And people still know Oxford more for across the pond than Oxford,
Yeah,
Mississippi.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
guaranteed.
I wonder what's happening in Oxford. I want to see what their major exports, imports, what they got going on over there. While I look that up, Tina, can we get a cocktail of the day?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
We've got
Sorry.
today.
That was my fault again. That was not C-Cat, the producer. That was Theo.
No one noticed the mistake.
Yeah, I didn't even,
You didn't notice that? You didn't notice when the music went?
like I did, but
it went away
I was
and
just
it
going to
came
keep
back?
going.
Did you notice it that time?
Well, yeah.
All right, Tina. Does this cocktail of the day have a low amount of calories? Because I feel like the Monday after Thanksgiving weekend, people are like, all right, I kind of went overboard and I need to fix things. Or is it going to be fattening?
Yeah.
I feel like this could be low calorie.
They always say you don't want to drink your calories. I don't know who they is, but I feel like people have said that before.
Who they? That's Cincinnati.
Well, today's cocktail is the North Poladas, like a pina colada.
No, that thing's going to make it fat.
Poladas.
Oh, because it's December.
Yes. I did a holiday themed
Yes.
cocktail. The North Pole.
Does that make sense to you?
It is December 1st.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm signing off on it. I'm just saying that it's going to fatten people up more like they were over the weekend.
Yeah, because Santa Claus is notoriously big.
True.
I don't know. I feel like this isn't too bad. You've
North
got
Pole. I like it because we're in southern Florida, where
Yeah.
you mix the Christmas feel with the island feel.
right? Yeah, the North Poladas.
Big fan of pina coladas. Please tell me what comes in the North Polada.
You got
He's begging.
coconut milk, pineapple juice, frozen pineapple, Prosecco, and then you do shredded coconut for the rim.
That's disgusting. I hate coconut, so I'm out. You?
I don't like coconut either. Like if it's the coconut, like the shavings, like on acai bowls or something, I'm like, no, thank you. Even though they don't even make a difference.
Yeah,
like,
the
you don't even
mouthfeel of
taste them.
coconut's bad.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling, and the taste doesn't make up for it.
No, I like the
You like the
flavor of
taste.
coconut.
I don't like the taste.
Like, it's dry and awkward. It feels like you have a paper in your drink sometimes when you actually are eating raw coconut. But the flavoring, like when I get one of those Sonic drinks, drop in like the cherry.
That's disgusting.
Drop in the blue coconut flavoring. I do like coconut flavoring.
Coconut
like,
sucks.
or like Coquito's got coconut. That's a holiday drink. It's
I like
delicious.
Coquito. Yes.
Yeah, coconut sucks. Oh, do y'all want to guess? Guess how big Oxford is within Mississippi, like population wise.
Ooh, okay.
Just give me a number between.
Tupelo's got to be bigger.
Right.
That's the only other city I know.
Okay.
And Starkville, as I mentioned before.
Yes.
Jackson, Mississippi, yeah.
So just guess a number. Just
I think Oxford is the 7th biggest city in Mississippi.
Tina?
I'm going to guess the 9th.
14th most populous city in Mississippi.
Didn't crack top 10. That's
Not even
embarrassing.
top 10. By the way, the city is named after Oxford, England. So they little bro, for real, for real. Kind of like New England. That's New Oxford.
Was Mississippi a part of the 13 colonies?
Yeah. They had to be.
I don't know. I don't think it had to be. They
Oh,
were probably in the Civil War.
Yeah,
They were the Confederacy.
they weren't a part
not
of the 13 colonies.
Because they're not on the coast.
Yeah. 13 colonies was all up there.
I was going to say, you kidding me? You're going to name yourself?
Mississippi was part of the Louisiana Purchase.
I see.
1837.
Damn. Wow.
Or 18.
Forever little brother to Louisiana.
That's
because
crazy.
you're a part of Louisiana.
Oh, my God.
Wait, this is the Louisiana Purchase. 7 years, $91 million, 80% guaranteed. This is the new Louisiana Purchase. It's Lane Kiffin's contract.
What is the point? They're in hell. Louisiana just keeps on. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That's big, bro.
Like, what's Mississippi known for? Gas station food, I guess.
That's why they're so mad. I feel bad now. Now I feel like I'm punching down. I'm sorry, Oxford.
But you know what? Maybe North Polata. If you are a Ole Miss fan and maybe you get left out of the college football playoff.
Oh, that would be the worst. Imagine that. They get left out of the playoff as well as losing their coach and half their players and half their staff.
We're kind of all over the place here. Maybe you'll find yourself in Boca Raton on December 23rd, sipping on a North Polata.
If you're doing that, then you're probably going to be at that 2 o'clock kickoff at Flagler Credit Union Stadium at FAU for the Boca Raton Bowl of Beans Bushes.
No, you almost got there.
Bushes Boca Raton Bowl of Beans.
Yes.
The 2025 Bushes Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. That's what it's called. Get it right every time. Bushes Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. It's happening in 2025. It's the 12th Boca Raton Bowl. First time by this name because of our new title sponsor, Bush's Baked Beans. Have you had Bush's Baked Beans?
Yes.
That is
I love beans.
Them the big dogs when it comes to beans.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Louisiana.
I think they've got the most famous dog in the South now.
They do.
Because like Lane Kiffin's dog, they're shipping him away.
It's over with. It's so weird. I mean, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. What's this guy's name again?
Juice.
Juice Kiffin.
I didn't even know about this Juice drama.
Yeah. It's a lot of
And
drama
that makes
around the
me
Juice.
sad.
The Juice is loose. Or he might be on the loose. I don't know. Is he going with Lane? Is he staying in Oxford? I don't know. Separation anxiety is probably going to happen if they don't let him go with the coach. But that is the Bush. Got me off a cart. I'm all off track now.
Thought you could ad-lib.
No, I can't ad-lib. What are we talking about? The Boca Raton Bowl. Get your tickets. They start on sale next week, December 7th, the first day of ticket sales for the Boca Raton Bowl. BocaRatonBowl.com. The Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. I got it right that time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, they've got a dog mask. That's why I looped it in. Like Bush's has that
They got the
beautiful
big
golden retriever
dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it a golden retriever?
Gotta be.
It's like an
I
old.
don't even know about
Looks like Old
Bush's
Yeller.
dog.
Oh, come on.
Looks like
Tina.
Old Yeller.
No, I don't think Old Yeller was a lab or a retriever.
Old Yeller was a. Let me see. Old Yeller type
Breed.
of dog.
Yeah, I think.
Type of dog. Do you put breed instead of type of dog? It was a Labrador Retriever.
Oh, I was
love
wrong.
labs.
Yeah, idiot.
Labs are good.
I'm
But
sorry.
it wasn't a golden retriever though.
Did you think you watched a lot of ball this weekend, Theo?
I did. I watched so much ball this weekend.
Yeah.
That's all I did was watch ball and eat food.
Well,
And drink
myself, Tina in the wild, because she's not called Espresso Martina
Yeah,
on the
she's
show.
not that.
She won't change her
She's not
hat. We'll be the judge of that because we have Monday midterms coming up right here, right now.
Well, you won't be the judge. She'll be the judge.
Well, I will also be judging. You're the host. I mean, you're the expert, dude.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Say that again. I'm the Louisiana. That's Ole Miss.
I like it.
Seacat's in the lead by 1 point.
He is in the lead, so I guess I actually am overstepping my boundaries here. You are the big dog right now. But I'm going to come back here. So Monday midterms is when Tina tests us on our ball knowledge from the weekend of football. And Tina, the teacher, do you have your questions?
I do. 6 questions.
6 questions. Seacat, do you have your board?
I don't know where Seacat is.
And the loser has to
He's
sit
out
on
of
Santa
frame.
Claus's lap.
Yes. Somehow I already have a leg on Santa's lap.
Yes.
So I'm sitting
and
on
the
Santa's
loser
lap.
has to sit on the other leg.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. So what's our first question? Monday midterms.
One division in football currently has 0 teams with a winning record. Which is it?
Ooh, this is easy, my friend.
0 teams with a losing record?
A winning
record.
With a winning record. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gonna think.
So I've got a whiteboard and Theo's got a whiteboard, and we're writing our answers down now. We'll display them for our video audience, but I will transcribe what happens for our radio audience when we reveal our answers.
Mike Rizzo wasn't too great at this last week, Seacat. He was very quiet while we were playing this.
Wow. Just thinking, you know?
Yeah, he was thinking.
He was
every
terrible at
single
it.
question, very silent until he figured out his answers.
He was also watching a soccer game in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very helpful
Yeah.
for our show.
He did get you points, though.
He did.
All right, pencils down, boards up.
I went with the AFC North because you've got a division leader at 6-6.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
You're both correct.
Thank you.
There's a point for the good guys.
The good guys like getting points.
Yeah, that was a horrible viewing experience as a Ravens fan on Thanksgiving.
I hated that for you. What a terrible
I was
way to end
crashing
your
out
Thursday
to
night.
you, Theo. Theo, you were my outlet. I was legitimately crumbling in my seat and complaining. I was
sad.
whining. I was whining hard. I forget that I am a true Baltimore Ravens fan until the Ravens play bad. I don't get the same amount of joy from them playing good as I do pain when they play bad.
That is the plight.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like Lamar looked horrible.
Yeah.
I know he might not have been 100%, might not be completely recovered from his
out there, though.
hamstring
He was
injury.
out there. If you're out there, then we have to judge your play.
Just some missed throws. Awful.
It was bad. And that's the plight of a contender. A fan of a contender, it is much more fun to be a fan of, let's say, the Panthers than it is to be a fan of like the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bills, the teams with expectations, because you get to just live and die with every win. Every loss doesn't feel so bad. It's a good time. Nothing fun about rooting for a team that's supposed to win and they give you duds like Thursday night against the Bengals of all teams.
Joe, and I told you like in the first half that Joe Burrow wasn't even that good. He made like 2 good throws, but it was not, whoa, this is a different football team good. I'm sorry, it just wasn't.
He's not as much of a difference maker, but again, that's why you have to pay Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Kind of part of the puzzle there.
After week 13 results, 3 teams are at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Name them. You get a point for each.
I know one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I know one of them. Windy City.
All right, don't give me
kisses. Oh.
All right, now I've got the other one.
You knew that one already, though. You was in the Windy City, baby.
That was
You
not
watched
my
it
first
happen.
answer. These NFC teams that are 9-3, yeah.
You didn't have that one?
Did not have that one. I don't think the Eagles have. I think the Eagles got more than 3 losses.
I'm trying to remember who the third team is. I got 2 of them.
I've got 2 NFC division leaders right now.
Oh, you know what? This should have been easier for me.
Really?
Yeah. This should have been easier. I mean, it's kind of a deep cut, but it makes sense.
Are you confident about your 3?
I'm confident. Yeah, I know.
I guess I'm just gonna answer this. I don't know if it's right.
It's okay. Last week, Theo took a really long time answering, so
Yeah,
you can have
sometimes
some
you take
extra
your time.
time.
Take
Yeah,
your time.
you can have some.
It's between the Eagles and the Buccaneers for my third answer. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
the
that was-
Rams, Bears, Buccaneers for me.
That was stupid. Oh, damn it. Did I get this wrong? I went Seahawks. I went Bears, 49ers, Seahawks.
All right, it's the Bears, it's the Rams,
Wow.
and the Seahawks.
Whoa. Okay. You
Wait.
did not know that the Rams had.
Why did I go? 49ers don't have 9 wins?
Dude, are you kidding me?
The 49ers do have. I thought they did. But you could be right. You could be right.
They did beat the Browns over the weekend.
Hold on a second.
It was not perfect timing.
It was not perfect timing. Yeah. You said 9-3. They're 9-4. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Okay.
You can make up wins. You can't make up losses.
All right. Shut up.
So 2 points for Theo, 2 points for Seacat.
Wow. Yeah, that's the
Wow.
case.
Nice.
If we, corroborated together, we would have had the correct answer.
We would have had it.
I would have told you, nah, man.
Yeah.
Not the 49ers. And you would have said the Seahawks.
Yes.
They shut out the Vikings. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Damn it. I just knew the 49ers were a 9-win team, but they're in last place in the NFC, or 7th place in the NFC. They're the last wildcard team, but they have the same amount of wins as the number 1 overall seed.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay, moving forward.
The Carolina Panthers won as 10-point underdogs on Sunday, the second biggest upset of the season. Which team owns the biggest upset of the season?
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
whoa.
tough.
Hold on now.
That's not from this football weekend, by the way. That's fine. We both are in this disadvantaged place.
Yeah, I think I have this answer.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Yeah. In fact, I know I have this answer.
All right,
This
so
answer's
you
really
said
easy.
You said the biggest upset?
The biggest upset of the football season so far per the gambling odds.
So here's the question, though, and I hate to get into specifics, but is it how much they won by in the spread?
No.
Against the spread, or is it just you had the worst odds to win and you won?
Yeah, the biggest underdog winning the game outright.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a shot at this.
I think I've got this one. I think it might be a little bit of a tricky question.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Theo is overthinking right now.
I really am, because this
Yeah.
is... Damn. All right, I'm just going to go with it.
I'm going with the Carolina Panthers when they beat the Packers.
Oh, that probably was it. I'm going Giants.
Spot on, CCAT.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Come on.
I was thinking that Giants-Eagles game.
Yeah, for some reason, the Panthers beat the Packers. Didn't make any sense. Or I could have gone the Browns when the Browns beat the Packers on the road in that game.
That should have been it. But wow, the Panthers, I'm saying the Cardiac Cats, man, and I bet you they have like 3 losses on their schedule that are inexplicable when you think about the fact that they beat the 2 top teams in the NFC.
Remember when you were a fan of them?
I do. I do recall that, and I'm glad to be delivered from that. Still. Still.
How about those Chiefs, by the way?
All right, so
I'm not glad you get away with that on Thursday.
Hey.
Against the team that I said was a Super Bowl contender after their Week 1 loss to the Eagles.
That was one of the weirdest games in the last quarter and a half. Not trying to be the blame the refs guy, but a lot of calls went against the Chiefs. That's all I'm going to say. We still lost the game. A lot of calls went against the Chiefs, and George Pickens was able to just maul our cornerbacks. and then they would just be trying to regain their balance, like, oh, George, I'm sorry. And then the refs are like, flag on you. You suck. I don't hate it.
Oh, another point for the good guy right here.
Shut up.
Which team won by the most points in Week 13?
Golly. There weren't that
Theo,
many
you
blowouts.
said you watched a lot of football.
I did watch a lot of football. I'm only down 1 point. And the only one he beat me on didn't happen this weekend. So I'm going with this one, but
I think I know this answer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What makes you think you know it? Because you watched the game?
I think I know because I had invested interest in this one.
Right. See, okay, so we probably have the same one.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm guessing it, but this was
when
not
you hold
close.
a team to 0.
Oh.
I went with the Seahawks.
I went with the Bengals. Wow.
The Seahawks.
Yeah, baby. When you beat a team 26-zip.
Yep.
26
Wow,
zip.
CCAT is on it today.
What was the Ravens-Bengals score?
They lost by 2 scores in that game.
It was 31-14? Close.
Yeah, I mean,
21. Yeah, that's not enough.
No, it's not even.
24. 24.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
31-14. Yeah, so I wasn't far off. It was a blowout.
32-14, 18-point game.
It's a 26.
A full touchdown, 2-point conversion was the Seahawks. 26-0.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Man,
I'm so cool. I'm CCAT.
I gotta say, speaking of that Seahawks blowout, imagine being a Vikings fan today. We talked about it with Mike T. You're seeing J.J. McCarthy, and then that guy from Minnesota,
Max Brosner.
Yes, Max Brosmer. And then you're seeing Sam Darnold do this with the Seattle offense. Seeing Daniel Jones do that with the Indianapolis Colts. Both guys that you had under your roof last year, one of which that you had proof of concept.
Yeah.
It was no surprise of whether or not Sam Darnold could compete with this Vikings team because he did do that. All right, Daniel Jones, whatever. No one knows if he reprise him. That's got to be painful.
Lost 4 in a row. They're 1-4 at home. It is a miserable season for the Minnesota Vikings, and I got to witness one of those in person.
You're seeing JSN do what he's doing with that quarterback. When you have a guy that is either just as talented or even more so talented, I think Justin Jefferson probably is a better receiver than Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Wow. Imagine a year ago today you stumbling through that sentence.
Right.
I think Justin Jefferson is a more talented receiver than Jackson Smith and Jigba. You said that so carefully as if you were disrespecting JSN. That's crazy. That's how great of a season he's having.
And you know why he's doing that? Change your quarterback.
Change the quarterback.
Quarterback you had if you're a Vikings fan.
And
Painful.
you got rid of DK Metcalf. Freed up some space. And new coach, too.
Question
Offensive
5.
coordinator, at least. Yeah, Kubiak. Yeah.
2 teams are currently tied for the longest active losing streak at 7 games.
Well, let me click off of this page.
Name one of them.
I was being honest because I was trying to. We're talking Vikings. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, who's been just losing and losing and losing?
Well, there's one team.
Wait, you said name one team that has tied for the most losses in a row right now?
Or name both of them or one?
Name one of them.
Okay.
2 teams are currently tied
So it's
for the
not the
longest
Vikings.
active losing streak at 7 games.
It's nowhere it's the Vikings. The Vikings I just said have lost 4 in a row. There has to be teams that have lost more than that. Who's at the top of the leaderboards right now when it comes to draft picks? That's the easiest way to answer this question.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I got one.
Ooh. And I'm only supposed to write down one?
Only one.
Okay, never mind.
There's 2. You just write down 1.
Thank you. That's really simple.
Okay, you got your answer?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm going with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. But
That's
can
the
I guess
safe
the second one?
Yeah, you can get the second one.
Falcons?
No.
Can I guess again?
Sure.
Browns?
No.
No, they won recently.
Can I guess again?
Shador Sanders won 2 weeks ago.
Right, I'm tripping. I blinked on that. All right, so if it's not, all right, so I said Titans.
Titans is correct.
Saints?
Nope.
What the hell? The Jets.
No.
No, they won this week.
They just won against the Falcons. Not the Falcons?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you? Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Who's the other team? I'm
No,
lost.
no. I know it.
Okay.
It is clearly a team in the AFC North.
No, it's not.
Damn it, it's not.
It can't be.
Literally can't be.
The Steelers haven't lost 7 in a row. They have 6
Oh, the
losses.
Cardinals.
No.
Damn it, they just won 2. No, we're going to get this, CCAT. There's no way. All right, AFC. Oh, the Raiders. Sorry, that's it.
No.
That was such conviction. He thought he had it immediately.
Wait, who's worse than
All
these
right.
teams? No.
A team that's lost 7 in a row and they're not in the
7 in a
Titans.
row? That's crazy talk. Giants.
No.
It's not the Giants.
No.
What are we talking? Commanders.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's right. They did go through like a 4-game losing streak where they're all by double digits. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
What a roller coaster. I think I named every team.
Even though they played in primetime last night, I've kind of just forgotten about the Commanders because they don't have Jaden Daniels.
They're a forgotten team.
Yeah, I think it just scratch that year. It's whatever.
Yeah,
We'll move on.
They don't matter. Sorry.
Got a last
But
question
did you
here.
see that catch by Treylon Burks last night?
That was nice. I was playing video games when that happened.
Man,
Had
that
it on the
was
second
insane.
stream.
Yeah, it was good though. I was putting up the Christmas tree.
Love that. 3 quarterbacks threw for at least 300 yards in Week 13.
Yowzers.
Name one of them.
Huh.
3 quarterbacks threw for 300 yards.
For at least 300 yards.
Man,
in Week 13.
Who was really slinging that thing around the field like that?
Yeah, I know for a fact it's not my first and second guess. Because if I were to guess, it'd be 2 quarterbacks were in the same game. But before the show, I looked up the stat lines, and it was not that dramatic.
Damn, did Joey B get there is the question.
Right, that's what I'm thinking right now. It's an option.
Oh, you know what? I think I got one. I think I got one.
I think I got one too.
Yeah. I mean, he would have had to.
Spelled his name wrong.
He would have had to.
Started it with a B instead of a D.
All right.
Got it?
Got it.
I'm going with Dak Prescott.
I'm going with Diggity Dak.
Whoa.
Yeah, because, I mean, how many slant routes does it take to get to 300? I think he threw about 300 slant
It
routes.
looks like we're wrong. It looks like we're wrong.
No, Dak Prescott is one of them.
Okay, all right, let's guess the other 2. There's 3, right?
There's 3.
3 quarterback threw for 300 yards. Okay.
Was it Baker Mayfield?
No.
No.
Okay.
I like doing that too. Joey Burrow.
No.
Yeah. What do you think about Jordan Love?
No.
No.
Caleb. No, they ran the ball. Never mind. That's not a guess. I didn't say
Okay.
He
Caleb.
didn't do it. Yeah. He didn't do it. Are we predicting Drake May is going to do it tonight?
No, I don't think you
That's
can.
not-
That
okay.
can't be an
see
answer.
into the future, so that's not on here.
Oh, Jalen Hurts?
No.
No.
That was stupid.
Come on, man. I guess
Man,
they
it's
did.
a lot of-
AJ
Brown had like 150
had
yards.
halfway there. Yeah. It's not Darnold.
Not Darnold at all. Not Cam Ward. CJ Stroud?
No.
Geno Smith.
No.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
Yes.
That's all they do is throw the ball now. They don't even have a run game anymore, so that made sense. So Dak Prescott, Jacoby Brissett,
Last one.
and shout out to Palm Beach Gardens, or Dwyer, excuse me. Ooh, they're going to hate me for that one. All All right, so we got Jacoby Brissett.
In the interest of time, we got to move on.
Dak Prescott. All right, give me the team, and I'll give you the quarterback.
What was the quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Fair enough.
He got to 300 last night?
321.
Overtime probably got him over the limit.
That's true. You know what? It's funny. I had his line was 221, and I had the over. So once he got over 221, I stopped caring. So yeah, that should have known. All right, fun. That was a Monday midterms. What was the final score here? I have 5. CCAT had
I forgot.
7?
So I'll count on the
5
break.
to 7. All right, so we're gonna have to go to break here. CCAT is rushing us, but first I want to tell you that as CCAT is moving ahead with this lead, I think he's up 3 now. You need to lean on Safebound Moving and Storage if you are actually moving. And I'm talking about moving your home, moving your belongings, picking up and going. Whether you're moving within the state of Florida, out of the state of Florida, or to the Sunshine State, Safebound Moving and Storage is the place to go. You are safe with Safebound. SafeboundMoving.com is the website. Tap in right now. Find out all about the Safebound luxury options they have. High-end residential. They have special detail when it comes to art moving as well. They could do high-end residential. They can do business moves for you. Anything that you need with Safebound, they've got you covered because they are based in West Palm Beach and they serve all of the Sunshine State. They can take care of things for you. They took care of things for my little sister. She moved from South Florida to Georgia. She loves her experience. You can as well. SafeboundMoving.com. That is the website. You are safe with Safebounds. They are the experts. You are not. Do not try and move yourself. You will find yourself in a sticky situation. I've been there, done that. SafeboundMoving.com. You're safe with Safebound. All right, on the other side, we have a debut of a segment that you know, you love, and CCAT cannot wait to hear.
More importantly, we have things to give away next segment. That's why you got to hang around, because we're taking care of our fans.
We're going to give things away?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, my. You know what?
Multiple
Stick around
things.
for that. Multiple things. Perfect. That's CCAT. That's Tina. We're giving things away on the other side. It's Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Don't fumble your finances. Whether you're running a business or running plays, Jay Zolo and Associates keeps your books tight in your stress light. With nearly 30 years of experience, Jay Zolo is your go-to coach for QuickBooks, offering expert consulting, one-on-one training, and full-service bookkeeping. Jay Zolo and Associates, simplifying your books so you can win on and off the field. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit SignoramawPB.com.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, We want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
Download the ESPN South Florida app today and get the latest on local shows like Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo. Get some ESPN podcasts or get the high school sports updates in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Curious about what Mike Rizzo had to say about Aaron Rodgers? It's on the app. Wasn't able to find the score of the West Boca High School football game? It's on the app. Want to catch the Inter Miami live broadcast? You guessed it. It's on the app. Go download the ESPN South Florida app today and get your fix on all things sports right here in Palm Beach County.
Hey, it's Theo, and let's be real. Moving sucks. Boxes, packing, all that stress. Who's got time for it? That's why there's Safebound Moving and Storage. We handle everything. Whether you're moving local or long distance, we offer a headache-free experience, just the way moving should be. Get your free quote today at safeboundmoving.com, because every move should feel safe with Safebound.
Hey, y'all get some more drinks going on. I sound a whole lot better.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Nice little groove in the happy hour right there.
Who did more for their sport, Drake or Drake May?
Doesn't Drake, he's like bad luck.
Good point.
In sports, he's bad luck, but in rap, he had a pretty good run.
I never really liked him. I was never really into him.
Come on, man.
I think Drake. I would give it to Drake.
All right.
It's pretty
Fair
pretty
question to
simply
ask
put.
on Monday Night Football.
It's not that fair. It's not that fair. But shout out to Drake May, man. He might get a win again tonight against your Giants. But one thing I do know is the quarterback on the other side, he's been a little banged up. He's been putting his body through some wear and tear. And folks like him who have put their body through some hard work, through some tenuous situations, they should step into orthopedic care that is pro level at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, right? Welcome to being treated like a pro. That's what they do. You don't have to be a professional quarterback. You can be an amateur pickleball player. Maybe you are a billiards player in your off time. Play a little padel. Maybe, you know what? Maybe you just like to just work out and you are grinded to salt. You are absolutely overcome with aches, with soreness, maybe some injuries. From weekend warriors to seasoned pros, our all-pro team at Baptist Health delivers the advanced care you deserve. So get back to doing what you love most at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's where you can find out more information. Again, learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho and step into pro-level orthopedic care. All right, y'all, it's the time that you all been waiting for. Time now for the debut in 2025 of 12 Days of Christinamas.
On the first day of Christinamas, the Gardens Mall gave to me one Vineyard Vines festive tea.
Nice.
I don't like how you sang along, or not sang along. You nodded along to your own lyrics.
Yeah, she's just like jamming. If she ain't jamming, then how would we?
I guess so. Well, how does this work?
This works every day in the 12 Days of Christinamas.
Yes.
I will give a quote from a holiday film. The first person to call in and guess the correct film that this quote is from will win $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall. This gift card you can use anywhere in the Gardens Mall.
Wait, how many? How much dollars?
$50.
50.
$50.
50 ball.
We're giving away 12 of these.
Whoa.
12.
All right, big pockets.
Every day.
What is she,
For the
LSU?
every day for the next 12 days.
You can do damage at Vineyard Vines with that, too.
Yeah.
A 50
Get yourself a festive tea.
All right.
Give us the quote. Right? For the people that guess?
Yes.
You're going to give the movie quote. They're going to guess the movie.
Yes. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Wait, one more time.
You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Have you ever gotten a theater? Are you a theater?
No.
No? Okay. That was pretty good.
I did drama in middle school, but I hated it. I was so scared.
Well, that was an actual line from an actual holiday movie. And if you know the movie that Tina is referring to, you can win $50 to the Gardens Mall. All you got to do is call in 888-760-3776. That's the Baptist Health Hotline. That's the hotline that can get you $50 to the Gardens Mall. 888-760-3776. Which movie do you hear the line,
You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
that had to come from a kid, too. Whatever movie this is, that had to come from the voice of someone in their adolescent years. Kids have no filter.
No.
And that's a very rude thing to say to Santy.
This weekend, I actually went over to the Gardens Mall to see all the sales going on, see if we could start some Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
And you can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year at the Gardens Mall, enjoy festive events and experiences offered at the lavishly decorated shopping center this holiday season. Santa has arrived. I saw him, and he is available for photos during all mall hours now through Christmas Eve. Book your reservations at whereissanta.com. Go to the Kids Corner holiday shop on the upper level near the Gardens Cafe's food court. Pick an angel from the Salvation Army Angel Tree to help give an underprivileged child in Palm Beach County a season to remember. For your shopping convenience, the Gardens Mall will be extending their hours during the holiday season. Visit thegardensmall.com for the full schedule. 1 mile east of I-95 and PJ Boulevard. It is the premier shopping destination in Palm Beach County.
Larry is in Boynton, and Larry believes he knows which movie you're talking about. Larry, what you got?
Yes, it's Elf.
Elf! Is he right?
Larry is right. Good job, Larry.
Larry! You got to win.
3rd year in a row, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. This guy's a 12 Days of Christina Miss Pro, and you know what? You needed that win based off what happened to you on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Larry
come on.
does
Don't
not
talk to my
smell
Ravens
like beef
fan
and
like
cheese.
that. That's just, yes, Larry from Boynton's a Ravens fan, and that was downright
No, I'm
mean by
saying
you.
he won.
Come on, Larry.
I'm supporting you, Larry.
Yeah, and the Cowboys won too. Come on, Theo.
That's messed up. That's a long forgotten memory. Congratulations, Larry. Spend your $50 wisely at the Gardens Mall, and you are a winner in our hearts, despite what happens on the playing field for those Ravens. That's our guy, man. That's our guy,
Larry does not smell like beef and cheese.
He does not.
I don't know if he smells like Santa, but not beef and cheese.
What does Santa smell like?
Joy.
Peppermint.
Peppermint. Okay. You know what? If I had to guess, I would say he probably does smell like peppermint. He's probably around a lot of peppermints and elves.
Yeah.
I don't
Candy
know.
canes.
I don't know.
That's peppermint.
Peppermints, yeah, all of that stuff. Okay, well, that was the 12 Days of Christina, Miss. I liked it. We're going to get one of these every day.
Every day for the next 12 days.
Wow. What about weekends?
Monday through Friday.
Okay, Monday through Friday.
Only
Okay.
on Theoretically Speaking.
Okay.
Between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m.
You get $50 to the Gardens Mall.
Yep, you just got to guess the movie of the quote I'm giving.
Yowzers. Lane Kiffin, he got $91 million from LSU for 7 years going to going to Baton Rouge to lead the Tigers into the promised land, and Ole Miss fans still putting up a stink about it. A little more on that, plus some more Theoretically Speaking on the other side here. That is CCAT. That is Tina. Congrats to Larry for Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Serving clients for over 30 years, Team IP has been the #1 souvenir merchandiser in the U.S., proudly powering over 2,800 events and 24 college football bowl games every year, including ESPN, ESPN events, and the Boca Raton Bowl right here in South Florida. From custom apparel to branded promo gear, we bring your event to life. Want to boost your brand? Visit teamip.com and make Team IP your team today. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
It's Tina. You know how important it is to keep your car running. And when it comes to my car, I only trust St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been taking care of South Florida for over 50 years, and they're still family owned. Need new tires? They've got all the big brands. Battery issues? They've got it. Cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and even commercial fleets. And if you ever get stuck, their 24/7 roadside emergency service is a total lifesaver. Go see my friends at St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. They'll keep you going.
Mondays just got better for the men of Palm Beach County. Unlimited Auto Wash is offering $5 off any wash every Monday at all 6 convenient locations. Men's Monday at Unlimited Auto Wash. Don't miss it.
Hey, it's Theo, and let's be real. Moving sucks. Boxes, packing, all that stress. Who's got time for it? That's why there's Safebound Moving and Storage. We handle everything. Whether you're moving local or long distance, we offer a headache-free experience, just the way moving should be. Get your free quote today at safeboundmoving.com, because every move should feel safe with Safebound.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Okay, DJ Cat.
I just took all music from the beginning of time and put them into the playlist because I was getting tired of hearing repeats. I got to be honest. I don't want to hear the same song every week.
This guy here. He's on it. He's really on the ones and twos today.
And I wasn't selfish. I put no music I wanted in there.
He did. I mean, it would have been a bunch of Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. I might go see him in Tampa in a couple weeks.
We can sneak one Machine Gun Kelly song in there if you want.
Oh, you're just going to say mean things.
I'm not going to say mean things.
I'm not going to introduce this to you and then you just talk badly about it.
I'll pick a good song and I won't.
All right, I'll pick your favorite.
My favorite MGK song?
Uh-huh.
I don't have one.
Like Wild Boy?
I don't have one. I don't even know any MGK song.
All right.
Do you have a favorite MGK song?
I like the song Maybe.
Maybe.
Wow. Deep cut from Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Punk rock goddess over there. Jeez.
I saw him in concert.
Yeah.
He was good. I'm an MGK fan. I'm for MGK.
All right. Shouts. Shouts. Is that like his fans club thing for MGK?
No, I'm just saying like I
you're
like
just not
it.
anti.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm not anti him either. I think it's weird that you you want to make friendship bracelets with Evan and go to a concert with him.
That's going to happen. That is going to happen when Machine Gun Kelly does come to West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Tina, would you like to come as well?
Yes,
I didn't realize
I'd
you were
love to.
Okay. So it'll be the three of us.
The three of y'all. Are y'all going to make friendship bracelets before or after the concert or during one of the songs?
You have to do it before you wear them there.
Okay.
You sure? My one
tattoos,
condition is I know you and Evan have a deeper relationship than me and Evan do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't treat me like the third wheel.
She would do that
I'm
too.
I'm a great third wheel.
But that's not.
No, but in this situation, you
He's the
guys
third
can't talk about things that I can't also partake in.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I won't let that happen.
Okay.
You have to keep your word on that because that's going to hurt Chika's feelings.
If we're walking on a sidewalk, it can't be you two up front, then me behind you.
Right.
That just can't. I won't be able. I'll probably turn around and go home.
Yeah.
I won't let you.
You ever be the third wheel in a friend outing? Awful.
Yeah, it is awkward. It is weird. It's going to sound bad to say it the other way, but I've more times than not have been in a situation where I felt like there was a third wheel friend, and I try to be a good facilitator. I turn into Rondo. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. I'm getting the rock to everybody.
Because I guess whenever you mesh friend groups or phases of life, people will feel like that no matter what.
Yeah.
There's no way to bring everyone together because you don't have all the shared experiences as a three.
It's up to the facilitator. It's up to the person that is the connective thread to make sure everybody's involved. So, Tina, you're going to be Rondo.
Okay.
And you got to play it well. By the way, big shout to our guy. There's a dude I ran into at City Place here named Wando. Said he's a big fan of the show. Taps in often. So Wando, if you're listening, big shout. His name rhymes with Rondo. I just remembered that.
That was a tie-in. Okay.
Yeah. What? It was a tie-in. Yeah.
The tie-in of a word you chose to use.
Rondo is a basketball player. All right, and then his name's Wando, and it rhymed.
I like that.
Hey, can we hear that Andy Reid sound before we go? Andy Reid was asked if he has faith in the Chiefs' offense, putting things together and stringing together wins, and here's what was his answer. Yeah. Hold on now. Hold on.
How do you do that?
How? Now, here's the thing. Where are your tonsils located? Where are your tonsils located?
Down your throat.
Okay, down your throat.
Down your throat.
Yes. So your tonsils are definitely located somewhere in the esophagus / throat passageway.
I've never heard that turn of the phrase before.
I have, and it's not been used to describe football plays. I'll tell you that.
Like tickle tonsils?
Yes.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that?
That sounds like kissing. That sounds like French kissing.
Yeah.
Well,
but a little more extreme.
I've got news for you. Yeah. I don't think that the Chiefs plan on, I don't know what.
I hope. Best case scenario, it's kissing. You can tickle tonsils with.
They do say that a good run game is shoving it down to the other team's throat.
That's true, yeah.
So maybe that's just his analogy for saying we're going to shove it down their throats. We're going to tickle their tonsils.
Okay.
But
It's a little lighter than shoving it down your throat.
Yeah. It's like a good run game doesn't tickle the tonsils. It's like a Le'Veon Bell kind of tickles your tonsils where LeGarrette Blount just bam!
Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
Don't fumble your finances. Whether you're running a business or running plays, Jay Zolo and Associates keeps your books tight in your stressed life. With nearly 30 years of experience,